Thank you very much.
No, this is a lie. This is a lie, Corey.
No.
Okay, how are you is lying and Lord is not One lie.
Lady, we put the publications in the chat. Yes, the Hannibal directive. They killed about 300 to 400 of their own civilians in the kibbutzes. They put the rainfire, hellfire on them.
Absolutely.
Tankers, and they used the choppers. They mowed them on. They mowed them down. And this is why on October 7th, when they first initially said it was 1,400 people that were killed, and the numbers came down because they realized, oh no,
Tell me video of such a helicopter.
Let me just. I'm just gonna give you the example of why this is a fallacy, lady, and I'll tell you why. If that was the case, and Israel did fire directly at its own to wipe out its own, why would it have sent in hundreds of troops to look for their own people?
6 hours later?
Explain.
6 hours later?
It's called
6 hours later?
misdirection. It's called misdirection.
Why
misdirection? It's called misdirection.
But if it was the case that they wanted to kill their own people, right, and they'd been taken into Gaza, they
wanted to, or had to, or decided to,
there would be no point for the Israelis to send in troops to look for their captives. What would be the point? If they were killing their own people, why would they send in people to go and look for their own captives? It doesn't make any sense.
It really makes sense. It's a dome of the mall. What are you talking about?
Why would we release 1,000 Palestinian prisoners in exchange for one or two people? It defies logic. Because it's pressure inside so-called Israel. Because it's the why wouldn't there be pressure against the animals?
Very fair perspective.
It's not a perspective. One mic on Alan. One mic on Alan. Hey, Alan.
Welcome, man.
Good evening, my dear lady. You know, I am so far away from all of this animosity and violence. I live in London, but I would just say that resistance and Soren and Palestine and Lady and anyone who is a Jew-hating anti-Semite propagandist, I hope you look in the mirror and realize how pathetic you are, and you do something about your patheticism. Maybe you go to the gym and you read a book and try to educate yourself. Cook a dinner with your wife, your spouse, your children. Get a job. Go to the park. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the nature of the universe. And you can do these things, and then you'll realize that all the lies, propaganda, misinformation, deceit and treachery that you spend your time on a social audio chit-chat app, you'll say to yourself, what have I been doing with my life? Who am I? What am I doing here? Where did I come from? Have I ever meditated? Do I ever shut up and realize that I am...
Army bombed churches also in Gaza. Not only did they bomb the churches, but they killed an innocent woman and her child coming out of the church. They sniped them. You got disgusting people like him from Europe who are Christian defending this. They killed their own. They killed Christians there. They spit on them. They conceal.
Sorry, no mic on, sorry.
Okay, so Hannibal directive did.
She kicked me. She kicked me.
There's no money, no honey.
No J word, no news.
Adrian, how many? The man of 1,000 profiles.
Man of Steel.
I just changed this one from Adrian to Alan because I don't know, I was just getting tired of it.
Wait. It's actually a picture as well. It's her.
אולי זאתי בכלל אחת שאני פגשתי בקיסריה. או בחלום? לא, יש אחת בכל קלאבהאוס שפגשתי במציאות בחיי, אולי זה.
English, Amos.
No, I think זה ג'ו.
Rachel, are you cheating on me?
I think it's this Rachel. She's the only person in all Clubhouse that met me in the real life. One person met me, one
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, maybe she is. This is why she doesn't want to go on stage.
And I suspect it might be a... No, she said...
אתם יודעים שיש פה בתל אביב חטוף.
שלומי.
לא זוכר, שלומי מה?
שלומי זיו, זה שחולץ
כן.
חבר טוב שלי לפני ש...
So Amos, I want to know how many more years to coexistence.
Listen, 2 years.
This Shlomi, you have friends here. You remember Tiran, Darren, Elias, Harry.
Wait, they were a friend of him, Amos.
You know, friend like a friend with Shuki, Amos friend. The same type like Shuki, like all the guys in the clubhouse, and I come. They didn't
Okay.
You know, I've read this. I have this book by Kahan. It's called like the Israeli Defense League, and it's not even radical. It's like it's not radical at all. It's just common sense, pragmatic. It's not even aggressive. So I don't know. I've read that book. I can't quote from it directly, but everything I read in it, none of it was extremist stuff. So I don't know who that guy was or why he died, but he didn't. I don't know. He gaslit a lot of people, I guess. But his book was pretty common sense, and he was critiquing America. Like America was backing the wrong horse and making bad decisions based on misinformation. It's like Theodore Herzl. I'll ask Jews, I'll say, was Theodore Herzl an anti-Semite? They'll say, yeah, he was an anti-Semite. And I'll say, have you ever read Theodore Herzl? And they'll say, yeah, a little bit, or no. He's not an anti-Semite. He's not a Jew hater. The whole thing is about, he's 100% a Zionist, pro-Jew, pro-Jewish state. I mean, it's in the books. People don't read books. It's like people who go to restaurants and eat the menu. And they say, wow, what a delicious dinner we had. It was amazing. Let's have another menu for dessert.
Tell them that you are my friend as a Palestinian woman. Tell them.
Shalom, Amos. How's everything? Hi, Dan.
Salam alaikum.
I'm Egyptian. I'm not Palestinian.
For him, everyone is not
Potato.
You don't know that soon Trump put all the Palestinian and son. I saw Egyptian and son and Palestinian are the same.
I don't think it will happen.
I also don't think it could happen. But some people want to be.
What do you mean? He already has a deal with the King of Saudi Arabia. They're going to move him to the mega city. They're going to get 100 square miles of glass shining block to move in an indoor mall. They're going to be like, did we die and go to heaven?
Said that they won't accept that. We still don't know what will exactly happen, but for now, it won't.
Don't.
I mean, I'm not like I don't think that Egypt or Jordan is a good idea that they will accept them. I agree, but
They might be forced. Yeah, that's what.
Accept them.
I don't think it's good. I think it will destabilize. I mean, maybe Egypt not because Egypt is like 100 million people, right? But Jordan, it will have a huge impact on Jordan, and I don't think it's good to destabilize any of those countries. However,
What do you mean destabilize? What do you think they're going to come in with boatloads of weapons?
They did it before. Oh my God!
The point is, kick this motherfucker. The point is, if they're demilitarized before going into Jordan and Egypt, the security concern is limited. If they remilitarize within Jordan or Egypt, well, then they'll have to be subjected to the law.
Well, it might destabilize if you had, I don't know, a few hundred thousand Palestinians that, the way that they were educated is a bit different than the way that the Egyptians were educated. However, you have like whole neighborhoods in Gaza that are completely destroyed. It will take years to kind of rebuild it with the infrastructure. So I mean, there should be some kind of a solution. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure why they so object to being refugees. They already call themselves refugees. So I'm not sure why it's a big difference. And it will not be the first war that people left after the war or during the war. Only with Palestinians, ethnic cleansing. And basically, yes, I get it why Jordan and Egypt don't want them. Or anyone else.
It's for Egypt's national security because you can't assure if Hamas terrorists will do terroristic attacks from Egypt or from Sinai to Israel. So it's not.
No, I think it's actually good that Egypt and Jordan will object and will say why they will object, so they will understand that the problem is not Israel. There is a problem with the Palestinians and with Hamas, and that Hamas and this ideology needs to be eradicated. And it's not just about Israel. That they already destabilized Egypt or Jordan in the past. They assassinated the prime minister. They tried to make a coup. They went to Lebanon. Exactly. So I mean, it happened before, and I think it's actually good that Trump will push both Jordan and Egypt. So they will say no, but they will explain why, because the focus is on Israel, and people think it's like anti-Arab. When Arabs will say no, they will have to find a different excuse. So maybe it will be a good thing.
People say that Israel would never agree to allowing U.S. military to conduct an attack, in conjunction with Israel and the Gaza Strip to free the hostages. But, Trump said at Mar-a-Lago, if you don't release the hostages, all hell will break loose on, January 21st. So he's in office now. I mean, it means nothing. It's all talk.
Let's be honest. I mean, there's nothing that the U.S. Army can do. What, they will go arms blazing and kill more Palestinians? I mean, what can they do?
That's exactly what they'll do.
The IDF has more intelligence and knows more about Gaza and how to treat the population than the Americans. The only thing that the Americans can do is go guns blazing and just genocide people.
Well, not genocide people, but, you got to understand that liberating American hostages, if America were to be really MAGA pro-America, they would do it and they would coordinate it and they would free their hostages.
They cannot. One of the reasons that Israel did not go into Gaza City, and there are areas that Israel did not go where the hostages are, is because if Israel would go near them, they would execute the hostages like they already did, including one American. And then this blood would be on the American hand that they would have dead hostages.
Well,
no one wants dead hostages.
I mean, this is, it's so street to street that if America were to position a large force and say, you've got 24 hours to return the hostages or we will conduct operations to liberate our hostages, it would force their hand. I mean, America...
No, they would not. They would say, go ahead. And then they would have dead babies, and America is a terror organization that is genociding the brown people, and they would execute you would gain nothing.
No, I get it, but you got to understand, this is Trump 2024, 2025. This is the new regime where fuck around and find out, where things haven't even kicked off yet. Things are coordinating, they're trying to take control of the government here in the U.S. by removing a lot of people and taking control of the financial distribution, at the Treasury, etc. I'm just saying the military events haven't even begun. So, Trump, if he wanted to, he could do it. He could liberate American hostages tomorrow if he had the willpower to really do it.
Maybe by starting by declaring for example, UNRWA is a terrorist organization, filing charges against the UN or tell them that they will be kicked out from the UN to kind of check their stance against terrorism, to make them comply with their own resolution 1373 regarding terrorism. That he can do. Pressure the UN because the United States is funding, I guess, most of the UN. And UNRWA, like, declares them as a terrorist organization. And anyone that is donating to them is like a terrorist supporter. This they can do. Or put pressure on like countries like Qatar, I don't know, that are assisting, not military forces. I don't think that the Americans have any leverage here with Hamas.
I mean, America isn't going to go in unless it's like a coordinated movement, you know, because it would be like a butcher, but it's not even about the butcher. It's about causing. It's about poker. It's about causing massive amounts of pressure where you just have to. It's like a chessboard. You have to keep causing them to.
Phone call.
I know, but anyways, I'm just talking to you guys. I'm just saying that like this is like a giant chessboard, and it's piece by piece, you know, and it's gonna happen. The change is now, the change is coming, and the change will keep changing. But the Palestinians they're gonna lose. They're gonna get ground down, and the quicker they get smart about it and essentially negotiate a settlement and release all hostages and demilitarize, the greater their chances of long-term survival and revival is. They have to stop what they're doing now in order to obviously more quickly regroup and thrive and demilitarize. Because, you know, I know a lot of Palestinians. You know a lot of Palestinians. They're good people. They're nice people. But militarization and terrorism, you just have to go the peace route. You have to become like Mahatma Gandhi and become a bunch of fucking peace Muslims, apparently.
בסדר, עמוס, עזוב. איפה אתה לא מדבר? היא גדולה.
Conscious when they enter an integrated field of consciousness, which is characterized by a phenomenal unity relation. Similarly, so the exciting Bain here, I think this might be the Bain and Chalmers paper we've talked about before. Similarly, Bain, 2007, theory of creature consciousness, which specifies whether or not an organism can be said to be phenomenally conscious, requires two primary components: the integrative mechanisms that generate.
Because the house of God is used, the bet is used for house of God all throughout Scripture, chapter 28. When Yaakov has his dream, he says, "This is the house of God." That right? That Elohim.
The point is that it's used interchangeably, and you're splitting
I
hairs.
understand it. Okay, so no, you're the one splitting hairs. Now listen.
No, bet and McDosh are synonyms. They're synonyms, and you know it. They're synonymous.
No one's arguing that. So stop.
But see, Study, hang on, Myron. I'll give you the floor. Believe me, I will. Study. This is why I said, can I please show a couple of verses prior to Nehemiah, his time that the temple was already there? Because I knew this was going.
Oh no. Oh no, how will you live? How are you gonna make it? How are you gonna make it?
America, because they have shit like guac.
Who gives a fuck?
So, does this apply to all the cars that are built in Mexico also by American companies?
Yeah, cars are going to cost $5,000 more.
What are we buying cars every day?
Fish, you hate cars.
It's all financed anyway. Just pay your fucking monthly bill, you're fine, man.
I don't finance cars. That's fucking retarded.
Well, most cars are financed.
Why would you not finance a car? Why would you not finance a car?
Who pays that to?
Fish, why would you not finance a car?
Buying a car for
Fish, why would you not finance a car? Yeah, okay, fine. If you're buying a new car, like a normal person, or a, newish car, you finance that bit.
Yeah, but buying a brand new car,
And we can still see the top of the structure, but we can't see the bottom. And then we just drive towards the structure, and the structure gets, grows from the ground up. It would blow their mind,
how those objects grow.
It's all perspective, man.
I mean, fundamentally, that's the whole thing, right? I mean, it's a more profound thing than it seems, but they're not talking about that, right? You can get into all this, what are our senses, and blah, 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 a conversation on that, but we're never going to do that with this group.
Who is this group? Look at this group. Look, this whole room is a victim.
Yeah, what you trying to say, you people? You racist bastard. The earth is flat. You don't know the truth of the earth, you atheist motherfucker. You don't know the truth of the earth. You an atheist. Atheist?
I kind of like him. There's something weird about him that I like.
How come people don't have every account this guy have blocked?
I do find him entertaining for like 7 seconds. Don't you, when you hear his voice? Yes. There's the voice of reason. And he's not that dumb when you actually talk to him. He's a pretty smart guy. It's just he's afflicted with something.
Yeah, it's like people like that are smart that I don't like interacting with. I no longer interact with them in real.
Carolina hates
Truthfully,
me.
if you catch me in a moment of weakness, no one's actually stupid, right? But it's just, we have to say that when we're frustrated. But people can be intelligent and believe dumb things. But, he's an interesting case study. Even you, Brandon, too. Still love you.
Division. I forget back to that. So, Brandon, what in division? You have to tell us who told you about the vision? Who told you about it? And what did they tell you? And by the way, did they tell you that the binoculars work the same as well? You cannot bring back that aircraft 5-6 miles out.
Correct. So again, man, it all comes down to the machine. Y'all have a plan about what you see? Flat Earthers have a plan about what they see.
No. Flat Earthers are not using reason about what they see. You guys are not rationalizing when. You're not being rational people when. You're taking things at
That word involves ratio. That's why it's a math thing.
I mean, I will admit, I am not the best at the math when it comes to it. So, like I said before, back to the book.
So why don't you take our word for it when we are? Just for a little bit.
No. Now to finish real quick, right? So the lacking of the mathematical understanding as far as breaking it down mathematically doesn't mean
Earth.
So as far as
Truth, earth, math.
Conversation way people break it down mathematically. You would have a mathematical description of what you believe in, and there is a mathematical description that flat earthers believe in based on objects we see as far as the comparison. Looking at things like
If that's true.
Wait, Mara, would you rather be Iraqi or Syrian?
Hi, Nabil. Adahel, please come up here.
I just want to know, do you think they do Botox or lip filler in the Gaza Strip pre-October 7th?
Adrian Dittman, what did you say to me today? Didn't you say that you wanted to marry me?
I'm just wondering, though, do you think they do lip filler or
Why are you
Botox
making
in the
fun of
West Bank?
Palestinians now, then?
I'm just asking a question to find out the
No,
truth
I'm
of the
asking
earth
a
by
question.
using math. It's called science. Listen, if you ever make it to Chicago, my darling,
Pro-Palestine.
when you get to Chicago, my darling, I'll take you out on my boat and take you to the most beautiful, crystal clear, blue, sunny beach in the Chirac you've ever been.
You know, I cannot be with a Jew, but thank you for the offer.
Why not?
You can drink a
My
pina
father-
colada.
So don't tell your father, tell your mother.
My mom will kill me too.
Your mom and your dad will be proud that you made it to the big city to have a free lunch at the beach.
What if he's a rich Jew?
If he's a what?
I'm rich in Torah.
No, it doesn't matter. We don't care about
Rich
the
in
money.
Torah.
Rabbeinu Shalom. Hashem has blessed me with a kingdom.
What if he's
I don't know. I'm telling you, they love the Palestinians. That's why it's love hate.
We hate terrorists that murder people. That's all that we hate. We love everything else except for murder, death, and chaos.
Of course he's gonna forget about you, Rahel. Nobody cares about you. I'm telling you, never trust a Jew, Rahel.
Do you think the victims of October 7th, disliked peace and joy and harmony and bliss?
Oh, he thought you were Rachel Sheen? Господи Боже. Adrian Dittman, maybe next life. I don't know.
Just stay in your shitty Europe with your dirty, disgusting immigrants flooding in, taking your jobs, ruining your cities, sex,
You want me to move to
molesting
the
you.
Nabil is Ashuri. Do you know what Ashuri is?
Really?
Ashuri, Assyrian.
He's a close friend of the Phoenicians, people like you.
He's Assyrian, like not Syrian, Assyrian, you know, when...
Yeah, I know what it is.
Syria.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, sure, but he can't speak the language. This is so sad.
Yeah, you cannot, are you Assyrian? Nabil.
He's Ashuri. You don't like Bashar?
ليش لا ليش
You support Al-Julani?
No, we don't support Julani.
Jolani is just as
why
bad, not worse.
Because they're
Nabil, I remember you now.
From Al-Qaeda.
they're literally ISIS. They just rebranded their name to Tahrir al-Sham. But they're ISIS.
هيا تحرير الشام.
Yeah.
Oh.
What does it mean? Hello.
Tahrir al-Sham is like freedom of the Levant. Like the Sham, Syria.
Freedom of Syria, like freedom, like freedom of the Levant.
Hi,
like,
Arabi. Are you Egyptian?
No.
What are you?
I'm from Morocco, but my mother's from Syria.
So you're half Syrian.
Yeah.
And Nasuri.
Frankie, come up here. He's also Ashuri. Can you change your name, please?
Ashuri is like Christians, Muslims.
That's what I thought.
I'm an Arab.
Oh.
Mariam, what are you? Mariam,
Yeah,
what are you?
I'm Egyptian.
Egyptian. Oh my God, Frankie, come up here and speak Syriac.
please. I'm not Assyrian. I'm not Assyrian.
Like Syrio-Aramaic, Assyrian, it's all the same thing.
Yes, you do realize we're all the same. Like the only thing is just the difference.
Yes, I'm racist. Yes, I'm racist.
No, you guys are the same. The Chaldeans, the Assyrians, and the
Bro,
Syrians.
I can't be racist because my mom's black.
Your mom is black?
Yes. She's Aramaic.
Are you Sicilian?
Yes. What's wrong with it? Why the fuck are you all racist?
Since when are you fucking black?
Listen, I gotta say, I think we're doing a great job at the coexistence. I think you're all doing beautifully coexisting right now. The now is all important.
Adrian, I really love your voice, to be honest. I think you bring a lot of joy.
Joy now!
It was a long time you said Shaloyla. Can you say Shaloyla?
Raboinoi Shaloiloi.
Thank you.
In Hebrew, that means master of the universe.
Who modded me? Was it Amon?
It's only me.
Oh, Amos. Habibi. Hi, Shitty.
Habibi, I know what was in
Yes, of course.
Habibi, I know what was in
You know what I find funny? You know how Salwan Momika was recently killed? Well, Muslims all over the internet. No, it's not his death that I find funny. It's not his death. What's funny is the fact that when the Muslims online have been complaining about what he did, they say, look, this man was a terrorist. He was a part of the Babylon Brigade. But just a month ago, they were celebrating Julani becoming the new leader of Syria, even though he's a former ISIS member. It's double standards. It's just amazing double standards. Even though,
I just don't understand. Why can't the Palestinians accept the fact that Theodore Herzl had a vision for the restoration of Israel? You can't dispute history with propaganda and misinformation forever. You'll get bored.
I'm gonna.
Fuck your coexistence.
Damn.
Someone is out of alignment. You need to go do some hot yoga immediately.
Hot yoga?
What's up, fuck your coexistence?
I don't know. I think it was that Egyptian girl. I have no clue. Hey, Shah, how have you been?
Did she reinterpret the word coexistence to mean fuck you or something? Did she not know what the word meant?
I don't know.
Did she just start learning American English? Amos, maybe you need to update the title to Joy, Peace Now.
It's my flag coexistence. People will understand that there is no other way to live together, only coexistence. People understand what the word means.
Well, it doesn't really mean anything. That's the problem. You have to extrapolate the additional components of the term coexistence to understand it. And most people cannot extrapolate the alternative meanings or subcomponents of the term coexistence. Bring Soren up. Soren is a fucking moron. Come up here, you low IQ dingbat.
I agree with every word you said, that to save myself to serve personally. Meet him on the stage, he's shouting. Now start shouting. So you have on the stage. Nobody will interfere you. Start shouting. So you're shouting. Amir's home. Why don't you shout here?
Tell me about the Hannibal Directive. I'm going to put a link in the chat.
Who is this guy? What the fuck is he doing here? Who I am? Who I am? Or who am I? Who am I is a question for the ages. That's one we're all searching for to find out who I am, who's in there, who wants to come out and go, hey, I'm hungry. Who I am is too deep and almost, you gotta go in deep and pull out the thing, like with that movie where the thing came out of the stomach and ate up the people on the fucking spaceship. May they rest in peace. My name is Ben Sobel Leone. Ben Sobel Leone. I'm also known as Benny the Groin, Sammy the Schnoz, Elmer the Fudd, Tubby the Tuba, and once as Miss Phyllis Levine. But that was at a party, it was years ago. I smoked at the Tibet and I had a club called Lewd, and then suddenly I'm in Fishnets and singing show tunes. These things happen, but there's nothing to do with what I'm here with you fine gentlemen today. So,
Amos, do you know who that was that he played? No, the clip he played, that was Billy Crystal. He's a Jewish American comedian. He's in a movie called City Slickers. It's a very funny movie.
Huh?
You thought of her or not?
I'm not gonna say it, but
Why not?
what the hell? Why? Hello?
Hi.
Wait, why was I hearing an echo?
I think it was the microphone.
Okay, Abby,
Hello?
let's just move on from that.
Okay.
Just beat her up.
What do you mean?
Please.
I'm not some black bitch.
She's not sending it because it reminds her of me. She likes her, the way she behaves.
Yeah, because she behaves like you.
No, she doesn't. She behaves more like you. You're the one that needs money. Yeah, if you don't pay me, I will not date you.
I would never say that to someone.
Yes, you. Oh my God, I wanted to.
Support the Mexicans. Thank you. Support.
I was saying, when I was going to connect with my friend, he said, I need a reply.
I do need a reply.
See, I never say that.
Ryan, have you met Dr. Adams?
He's straight.
He separated from his fiance though.
Yeah, but he's straight.
I thought you were like compromising.
I didn't say that. I just said he's straight.
Your voice is getting deeper while you're describing Adams' heterosexual.
thank you. Excuse me, you guys are all out here in a bunch of fake outrage bullshit. Deport.
Are you in Huntington Beach or something with a loud mic?
No, I'm in a
Look at Sasha's PTR. I love that PTR picture.
What is this picture, Sasha?
It's from the movie Dune. That's where he says, by the juice of Safu. Repeat it. Just keep repeating it. Repeat it over and over and over and over.
TP, shut the fuck up.
It
What they allowed to do to you? Do you know that that's how Nisa sat ruffling?
It is by the juice of Safu that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Safu that I set my mind in motion.
Shut up, bitch. Nigga, I am gay. You a nigga. What's
It is by the juice of Safu that I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
All these people over here who are chasing like fucking
The other ones.
little dogs don't know shit about the power of Dune and the mantra about setting their mind in motion.
It is by the will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Safu. So, do you think you're a mentat, Sasha?
No, but I'm closer to being a real life mentat than I would say 95% of other people.
How would you know, though? Like, what diagnostics are, how could you actually measure that?
Because people are fucking idiots and they don't know how to spot patterns because they are pretty much, they pretty much specialize.
Okay, fine. I get it.
No,
I get it.
you don't get it.
I get it.
Everyone likes to specialize. No one's a generalist anymore. I'm as close to a polymath as just a 120 IQ person can be, and it makes me.
But Sasha, the point is, what are you doing with your genius? Like, that's the point.
I'm building an amazing household and I'm raising 3 fantastic children and I'm satisfying my wife. What are you doing?
I'm asking you how you're using your genius.
And I just told you, making a really good household. I'm training.
Do you have a library?
Like 3 pretty good. No, that's my only failing.
Are you open to having a second wife?
Yeah, but she would be so
Maybe not. I don't know.
It's not a good.
Are you open to Ryan being your second wife? I think that was the implication.
I was asking for my friend Abby.
I don't want
Oh.
Like I don't have more to give right now.
I have dice in your spoon.
But wait, Sasha, if you're a mentat and you're using the juice of Safu, Sasha, please hold. If you're a genius mentat using the juice of Safu to raise 3 kids and take care of a wife, my question is, what programming materials are you using in conjunction with your genius Safu juice?
If you're using Safu's juice, why don't you have any leftovers of your?
Why don't you record on YouTube?
Oh,
With 15 seconds views.
Safu.
Or short story.
Beautiful thing about the juice of Safu is it's self-replenishing. If you're healthy and you eat the right diet, exercise,
you could have recorded this by now.
So wait, are you telling me I should order pizza and make myself a beer mosa?
Yeah.
And skip going to the gym? If I talk to fatties all day long, will I become a fatty?
Yes.
Am I a fatty? And I just don't know it. Am I in denial? I gotta go to the gym quick!
I talked to that made me a fatty.
Oh my god, you go home, right?
Wait, I don't have seizures. I go to the gym.
And you sleep too.
Yeah, and I sleep 8 to 9 hours a day.
Good job, me too.
If you get 4 hours of sleep a day and you're high on ketamine launching rockets to Mars, you might be Elon Musk, aka Adrian Dimon.
I don't think he sleeps only 4 hours.
He sleeps 2 hours a day.
He sleeps probably 12 hours on Friday, and then
dude plays video games.
It's not
Do
like
men
that.
play video games?
Okay. I have an honest question here. So, like, curious.
Okay, spit it out.
Why is everyone like sounding like white in this room? 'Cause
We are all white.
We're in white passing. You just have white fragility.
like
You're Asian.
days ago, and I've just been looking around, and like it's N-word clubhouse. That's what it is. Man.
N-word?
I mean,
N-word?
all the J words.
Listen, I have a copyright on the N-word. You can't use it unless you pay me a royalty.
Niggers are the only people with this much
No,
music
that's
time.
it. Because YouTube gets shut down.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? What happened?
Go to Chatter. It's called Blacked.
All the white people are at work, Sasha,
Oh, you're right, Ryan. Aren't you?
and with their family.
No,
But then-
not
but
at
then you
all.
can't
All
even-
the white people got suspended on
can't
this
even-
app.
You can't even raise the issue like that I'm trying to raise about overrepresentation, because that's the whole thing. And then they just get angry at you, and I don't like it, because I want to trade ideas with people, but they're so fucking loud, and they don't give.
But what ideas are you looking to get traded? Like, you do realize if you trade your good ideas with people who have shit ideas, you just traded shit. You know, you. What the fuck are you looking to trade?
But then I know, but then I feel bad because I feel like I'm judging all of them because they sound.
You feel.
Because there could be a diamond in the
Maybe they
rough.
are a
I'm
certain
not.
way that makes them
I'm
sound
not
like
giving.
that.
Yeah, maybe it's up to them.
Look at your fucking eyebrows, bro. Look at your fucking eyebrows. Okay, Sasha? Just take a look at your PTR. You think that these people have the problem? Look at your lips. Look at your lips. Look at your eyebrows.
Hey, if I put my real PTR up here, my stupid mustache, I look at just as equally dumb.
You look Asian.
So, okay, wait, Sasha, let's break down that, you know, I set my will in motion. Like, say it again one more time. Let's break it down. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm an honest guy. I did cheat. I bring it up because I'm old now. I can't remember it. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
What did you say? You cheated?
I cheated, yeah. In my 20s and 30s, I could have recited this no problem, but I had to bring it up. So here it is. And so, should I go sentence by sentence?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. Anybody have a complaint? I don't have a complaint.
You cheated on your wife or your girlfriend at this time?
Oh, God. Abby, you're come on. We're actually trying to talk stuff here. I think so. It is by the juice of safu that thought acquires speed. The lips acquire stain. The stains become a warning. Okay, so let's break that down. If I will understand my mind in motion, meaning there's an intention to do something with the brain, like it's a meditation. I'm going to be engaging in some higher order thinking. I'm setting my mind in motion. It's by the juice of safu that thoughts acquire speed. So he's taking a drug. He's taking speed. Yeah, he's taking speed. So it's like I'm taking speed, and the lips acquire stains. So that's like it's basically like you can see that they've taken this drug, and the stains become a warning. It means don't fucking believe. Don't do too much. If you don't, like, you have to titrate properly, do your dose correctly, and then it ends with it is by will I set my mind in motion. So this is the when the mentat takes the juice of safu, this is their mantra that they recite to kind of get them dialed in, right? So there's a ritualistic aspect to their completely rationalist endeavor, which is neat. I never thought about it that way, but apparently it is so. Unless Alan, who I forgot his last name, his last name, Annoyance.
Edmunds.
Edmund, yes.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, for the most part. But I would just comment that the word will is a capital will. So that's the universal design or the um, you know, it's a little bit like a Gnosticism in a way, because what you're trying to do is merge the universal will with your will, and then they're using the drug to carry out the universal will. And the mentats are like living human computers. But then the ending about the stain on the lips is a warning, meaning shut the fuck up. Will and action mean shut the fuck up. Like stop talking, stop chirping, go fly and do. Go and do.
I didn't know that the will was capital W will.
Yeah, that's
W will is that's the universe.
That's the universe. That's the universe's will, or the desire of the universe.
This Valerian jihad is very interesting. It's very and so for those of you who don't know, Valerian jihad is basically in the Dune universe. They outlaw artificial intelligence because it became an existential threat. That they had to battle and stuff, battle against computers. You have a lot of other sci-fi. Sci-fi canon, a lot of other novels warn about this. And now we're at the precipice. Well, at least we're led to believe that we are.
Yeah, it's all stupid. It's all so stupid.
I actually don't know the singularity is possible.
It's the same scam as wanting to go to Mars when we're already on a spaceship flying 30 million miles per hour through the fucking universe.
Yeah, but the scam going to Mars is plans. So, to use another Dune metaphor, plans.
Isn't it just the best movie ever? Or best book ever, I guess? Because
yeah, I'm bad at reading, so I enjoyed it when I read it, but I lost my attention after the age of 18 or 20.
Actually, I think it's a better movie than a book, because there's
The Lynch's fucking version, I think it's much better than the Villeneuve, but neither here nor there. I still enjoy.
So, which character from the movie do you think? Isn't everybody technically trying to become the Mahdi? Isn't that like what's happening? People are constantly trying to synthesize, Paul Atreides.
In the book, there are accounts of people taking the water of life, which is the vial from the newborn worm, because that's prophesized. That's it kills all the men that have taken it, but the one man is prophesized. The one man can take it. Becomes like the Kwisatz-Haderach, the universal super being.
So wait, what would you analog to the Kwisatz-Haderach? Is it just Mashiach, Messiah?
The Kwisatz-Haderach is kind of gross for my sensibility, because it's Gnosticism. Like you use the word Gnosticism. It's kind of like that, or it's also like transhumanism, but without like the robotic aspect or the interventional aspect. It's kind of just man wanting to become a god. The Kwisatz-Haderach is essentially a god, which I find gross. But